So there's no question that the holidays will feel very different this year. I wanted to provide a flow here that you can return to at any time to release stuck energy, move your body, get present and grounded, and just feel an overall sense of gratitude. So this practice is designed to energize the body. It's a Vinyasa flow practice with some deep, restful, restorative poses at the end. So it's kind of the best of both worlds. If you haven't subscribed to my page, my name is Pelletier. I'm a 500-hour yoga teacher as well as a nutritionist, and here on my page I share lots of yoga videos as well as nutrition and gut health information. So if you haven't already subscribed, be sure to subscribe down below, hit the bell so you get notified for my future videos. I really hope you enjoy this flow. Feel free to share it with your friends and family, and I hope you have a beautiful holiday. Let's start in a downward facing dog position. Root the hands down into the ground. You can measure out the distance between your hands and feet by coming into a plank pose, extending the crown of the head away from the heels. Inhale in your nice strong plank, and then exhale, downward facing dog. Take some time to arrive here, pedaling out the heels, bending one knee and then the next. You can move your hips side to side, and then settling into downward facing dog. Let the heels sink down towards the floor. Spread the fingers wide, reach the tailbone up towards the sky. Bend the knees a little or a lot, whatever feels more comfortable. Toes come to touch. Inhale, right leg high. As you exhale, step the right foot forward in between the hands. And if it doesn't make it all the way there, just drop the left knee and inch the right foot forward. Go ahead and drop the left knee. Sweep the hands forward and up into your low lunge. Engage the belly, lift up and out of the lower back and deepen into the front knee so you get this nice long stretch through the left hamstring. Inhale and exhale, plant the hands, a big step forward into a forward fold position so the knees are bent here. Bent so much that your lower belly is connected to the upper thigh. Inhale, lift up halfway, lengthen. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, root to rise all the way up, reach up and back. Exhale, all the way back down. Breathing in, lift up halfway, plant the hands. Send the right leg long behind you. Drop the right knee. As you inhale, sweep the arms forward and up. Lifting up and out of the lower back. Once again, reach back behind you with the thumbs. Spread the fingers wide. Deepen into the front knee to accentuate that stretch through the right hip flexor. Inhale and exhale, plant the hands down, step back, plank pose. The knees can always be down here. That's the modification. Inhale. As you exhale, shift forward, lower all the way down. Bellies touch the floor, extend the right leg long, followed by the left. Hands underneath the shoulders, inhale, peel the chest open. Cobra, exhale, release the chest back down. Again, inhale, open. Squeeze the elbow tips together, and exhale. Forehead can come to the earth. Again, inhale, peel the heart open. Reach the heart forward and up. As you exhale, downward facing dog. Toes come to touch. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, knee comes through the hands. Drop the right knee. Inhale, low lunge. As you exhale, big step forward, launch off the back foot. Inhale, lift halfway, reach the crown of the head away from the tailbone. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, root to rise all the way up. Engage the belly, engage the legs, and then exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, left leg steps back, drop the left knee. Inhale, sweep the arms forward and up. Exhale, plant the hands, step back, plank pose. This time, inhale, shift the shoulders forward. Exhale, lower halfway or all the way. Feel free to pause in chaturanga. Squeeze elbows to ribs. Inhale, up dog. And exhale, down dog. Land here, take a full breath in. And a full breath out. come to touch. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, knee steps forward, foot steps in between the hands. Drop the left knee. Low lunge, inhale. Same flow as you exhale, launch off the back foot into your forward fold. Inhale, lift up halfway, lengthen. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, root to rise. Move at the pace of your own breath. Inhale, lift up halfway. Send the right leg long behind you. Drop the right knee. Inhale, low lunge. Lift up and out of the lower back. Low belly engaged. Exhale, plant the hands. Step back, plank pose. With your breath, exhale, lower halfway or all the way down. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Up dog, arms are straight. Cobra, arms are bent with the legs on the floor. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take one round of breath. Toes come to touch. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, step the left foot forward in between the hands. Right knee drops. Inhale. And exhale, big step forward. One fluid movement. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, bend the knees, forward fold. Inhale, root to rise. And as you exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, left leg steps long behind you. Drop the left knee. Inhale, elongate through the torso. Lift up and out of the left hip flexor. Exhale, plant the hands. Plank pose, your vinyasa flow. So you can lower halfway or all the way down. Elbows tight to the ribs. Inhale, up dog. Maybe you lift the thighs up off the ground. Exhale, down dog. 5 breaths here, or child's pose if you want to drop the knees. This time is for you. Connect back to your breath. Connect back to your body. To bring yourself back into this present moment. Take 2 more breaths. And when you're ready, make your way back into downward facing dog. Lifting the hips up. Reaching the chest back towards the thighs, opening up the shoulders. From here, bring the toes to touch. Bend the knees a lot. Look forward. Either hop or step forward. Inhale, lift halfway. Hands to shins or thighs or maybe the ground. And then exhale, forward fold. Inhale, keep the knees bent a lot. Inhale to your chair pose, Utkatasana. So you want to make sure here your low belly is engaged. Sitting down into the hips, but not compromising the lower back. So we're not arching through the lumbar spine, but rather dropping the tailbone down towards the ground and engaging the core. Inhale. As you exhale, sweep the hands back behind you. Squeeze the triceps. Maybe you lift up onto the heels. If it's too hard with your feet together, you can actually step your feet out to hip width distance. It's totally fine. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, sweep the hands back behind you. Squeeze the triceps, squeeze the shoulder blades. Maybe you lift up onto the toes. Squeeze the ankles. Drop the heels. Inhale. Exhale, sweep back, lift the heels. With your own breath now, inhale, reach the arms forward and up, and exhale, back. Squeeze the triceps, squeeze the ankles together as you lift up onto the heels. Stay with it, stay with your breath. Building ankle strength, sit a little bit lower, building glute strength. Stay with it, stay with a smile. Almost there, we've got 2. Last one here. Lift up, inhale, drop the heels, reach all the way up and back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, plant the hands, step the feet back. Take a vinyasa or meet in downward facing dog. Matching your movement to your breath. Toes come to touch. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, knee to nose. Keep the foot lifted for a moment. Squeeze the core in, press down through the hands, and then step the foot forward. This time, left knee is lifted if that feels right. If you want to drop it down, that's totally fine as well. If you're keeping the knee lifted, really lengthen and strengthen that left leg. Inhale, reach the arms forward and up. Deepen into the front knee. Inhale. As you exhale, bend the back knee, bend the elbows, squeeze the shoulder blades together as you hover the left knee off the ground. Inhale, straighten the legs, straighten the arms. Exhale, hover. Again, inhale, lengthen, and exhale, hover. Inhale, back to crescent lunge. As you exhale, open up to an open arm twist. Right hand behind you, left hand in front of you. Torso is right over the pelvis, so sometimes we have the tendency to reach forward. I'm gonna bring it back. Settle into the front knee. We're here for 3 more breaths. Engage the core. Twist a little bit more on the exhale. Maybe the gaze shifts over the right thumb. You've got this, 1 more breath. Really straighten that back left leg. Next time you inhale, open up warrior 2 position. So right leg is forward, hips are open to the long edge of the mat. Inhale, reach the front arm forward, up and back. Reverse warrior. As you exhale, right forearm to the right thigh, reach the left arm up and over. With your breath, inhale. Just dancing warriors, exhale. Shifting back into reverse or peaceful warrior on the inhale, little to no weight on this back hand. And exhale into side angle. And the less weight you place on your hands, the more core strength you're going to be using. Close the eyes. Move with the breath. Notice how it feels to just move with your breath. Next time you find yourself in reverse warrior, straighten the front leg. Inhale. And exhale all the way back down. Plant the hands. Option to keep the right foot lifted for this vinyasa, or have both feet touch down. Meeting in downward facing dog. Take an inhale through the nose. Deep exhale through the mouth. Sigh it out. When you're ready, toes come to touch. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, slowly draw the left knee into the nose. Press down through the hands, engage the core. Step the left foot forward. Coming into our crescent lunge, option to drop the right knee down if you need the support today, totally fine. If you are keeping the knee lifted, again, plug muscle to bone of the right leg. Reach the arms out, forward, and then up. Crescent lunge. Core is engaged, deepening into that front knee. The right heel's right over the right ball of the foot. If you feel wobbly at all, you could also widen your stance. You don't have to be on a tightrope here. Inhale. As you exhale, hover the right knee off the ground and squeeze the elbow tips down so your palms are facing forward and you're squeezing your shoulder blades together. Inhale, elongate. Exhale, squeeze. Building heat, building strength, releasing stuck energy. Stay with it, stay with the breath. Feel free to breathe out through the mouth as you exhale. Last one here. Inhale, coming back to crescent lunge. Exhale, left hand behind, right arm in front into your open arm twist. Super challenging. Inner thighs are squeezing, core is engaged. Squeezing the core and really twisting on the exhale. We're here for 2 more breaths. Next time you inhale, open up warrior 2. Right heel seals down. Hips are open towards the right long edge of the mat. Left foot forward, deepen into the left knee. Inhale, flip the front palm forward, up and back. Exhale, side angle. Let your breath guide you here. Inhale, reverse, elongate, little to no weight on the right hand. And exhale, stretching from the outer right foot into the right hand. Inhale. Close the eyes and build heat, removing any cobwebs that are stuck in your side body, really elongating, releasing energy. Next time you find yourself inhaling, straighten the front leg, reverse triangle. Exhale all the way back down. Plant the hands. Maybe you keep the left leg lifted for a one-legged vinyasa. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. 3 breaths here, or child's pose. Feel free to drop the knees. Sink the heels back. Sink the hips back towards the heels. Maybe you lift up the palms and have tented fingertips. Take a few really deep breaths. Connect to the sound and the rhythm of your own breath here. When you're ready, make your way downward facing dog. Toes come to touch. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, knee to nose, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Press down through the hands and then step the right foot forward. This time, we are going to ground the fingertips. Tented fingertips about 6 inches in front of the toes, coming into a grounded airplane position. So my left leg is extending out of the left hip socket. Left toes are pointing down towards the ground. Left foot is flexed. Right foot is rooted into the ground. We'll inhale here. Think halfway lifting your chest. Exhale, left knee comes behind the right knee for a goddess squat. Inhale, almost like inflating the body. Flex the foot, and then exhale, left knee comes behind the right knee. Inhale and exhale. Stay with it, building heat. Stay with the breath. Engage the left glute as you extend the left leg back. Got 2 more. Awesome. Inhale and extend the left leg. Touch the left toes down. Inhale, crescent lunge. It's okay if that was a little bit wobbly, no worries. Inhale. As you exhale, right hand comes behind you. Open arm twist. We've been here before. Inhale, open, reverse. Left heel, warrior 2. Left heel sinks down towards the ground. As you inhale, now reverse warrior. Right arm reaches up and back. Exhale all the way back down. Option for your vinyasa, or skip it. We'll meet in downward facing dog. Really use the core as you shift back to down dog. Toes come to touch. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, slowly bringing the left knee towards the nose, and then step it forward. Launching off of the right foot, we're lifting up the right leg. Fingertips are grounded out in front of the left toes. If you have yoga blocks, you can also use them, but they're not really necessary. Another way to do this would actually be doing it against the wall. So if reaching down to the floor is too much, you can also do this against the wall in a little bit of a modified version. But if you've got your fingertips on the ground, we're extending the right leg long, strong through both legs. Your left leg is your support, rooting down into the floor, pressing through the right heel, just like you had a wall behind your right foot. Inhale, as you exhale, right knee comes behind the left knee. Jiva squat. Inhale, think halfway lift through the chest, elongate. Exhale. With your breath, really flex that right foot. It's going to help you stay balanced. 2 more. Squeeze the right glute as you lift up the right leg. Last one. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, elongate the right leg. Touch the right toes down. Inhale into your crescent lunge. Tricky transition there. If you wobbled, that's okay. So did I. Inhale. Left hand behind you, right hand in front. As you inhale, right arm opens you up into warrior 2. Left leg forward, bend into the left knee. Inhale, left hand reaches up and back. Reverse warrior. All the way back down. Coming into plank pose. Taking one last vinyasa. Inhale, up dog. Use the core as you shift the hips up and back. Take a moment here to breathe. Connect back to your inhale and exhale. Go ahead and drop the knees. We're going to grab our pillow or our bolster, moving into some hip opening poses. Bringing the right knee forward for pigeon pose. Bringing the right knee towards the right thumb. And if pigeon pose doesn't work for your body, it's too much on your knees, you can also take figure 4, which is crossing the right ankle over the left thigh with your back on the floor. If you're taking pigeon pose, I really like every once in a while to use the pillow as support for my hips here. You can slide the bolster or the pillow underneath your hips, right behind your right foot. It's just really nice and grounding. It's less of an intense stretch. So give this a try. Lower onto your forearms. If you don't feel enough of a stretch, even when you lower down to your forehead and you reach the chest a little bit closer to the ground, feel free to slide the bolster away, but it can just be a really nice support, especially if you have tighter hips. Take a moment here to settle in, not rushing to get your forehead down. If it feels better to stay on your forearms, feel free to do that. The breath and the heart rate starting to slow down. Starting to elongate the exhale breath. So it's so important to extend the exhale breath during hip openers, during restorative poses. Start to release the body, release tension. Let the neck and the shoulders melt. Really tap into this 1 to 2 breathing pattern. So making the exhale twice as long as the inhale breath. Notice how your body starts to melt with every deep exhale. Surrendering a little bit more into the pose. Maybe by now you're ready to drop your forehead onto your fists or your palms. Make sure your forehead is supported. You can use a yoga block here underneath the head as well if you have one. Maybe another pillow. Soften into the pose. Taking 2 more full and deep breaths. And when you're ready, slowly, mindfully switching sides. If you're taking figure 4, you can just switch whichever leg was on top. If you're taking pigeon pose, maybe come into a downward facing dog for a brief moment. And just observe the difference side to side in the outer hips, the glutes. When you're ready, draw the left knee towards the left thumb. Set the pillow underneath the left hip or underneath your pelvic floor, depending on how big your pillow is. Extend the right leg long behind you. Square hips down towards the ground. And then surrender the forearms down. Settle into the pose. Coming back into your breath. Softening with the exhale, really elongating the exhale breath. Making sure that no tension is being stored in the shoulders. Release the shoulders, the jaw, the face. Anywhere else that you feel like you're holding on to tension. Meditating on the breath. All of your awareness is on this ebb and flow of the inhale and exhale. Noticing how the thoughts start to slow down as the breath slows down, as the movement slows down. Feel your body softening into the support of the bolster. Or the pillow. Feel your body held here by the support of the floor. The support of the mat, this pose, your breath. Take 3 more full and deep breaths. Slowly making your way out of the pose. If you're taking figure 4, just hug the knees into the chest. If you're taking pigeon, maybe coming through a downward facing dog for a moment. We'll drop the knees, moving the bolster off to the side. Coming onto the mat. You may be already there if you took figure 4. Hugging the knees into the chest. Rocking side to side, massaging the lower back. From here, taking the outer ankles, the outer feet, outer shins. Happy baby pose. Draw the knees down towards the ribs. Draw the tailbone down to the floor towards the end of the mat. You can rock side to side here or just pause, opening up the inner hips now. But staying with this 1 to 2 breathing. Letting the exhale be twice as long as the inhale. You can play with different places to hold onto the legs. Maybe you try the outer knees, the inner knees, or maybe as you stay here for a few breaths, you start to release the hips and eventually work your hands further down the leg, intensifying the stretch. Take 3 more breaths with a long, deep exhale. Every exhale, letting what no longer serves you just start to fall away. And what's left is here, your breath, your body, your authentic state. From here, drop the left foot down towards the ground. Extend the right leg up towards the sky, grabbing the back of your right calf or maybe the back of the thigh if you're feeling a little bit tighter in the hamstring. Or maybe you grab the right big toe. For a few breaths, opening up the right hamstring, letting the low back plug into the ground. You can play with where to place the hands. You can take some ankle circles, just nourishing, opening up the lower body, and staying with the breath. Keeping the eyes closed if it suits you. When you're ready, gently switching sides, right foot comes down, right knee is bent. Extend the left leg up towards the sky. You can play with what it feels like to point the toe, relax the foot, grabbing the back of the calf or the thigh, and just breathing into the left hamstring. Maybe as you move your foot, you feel a different expression of the stretch through the three major muscles of the hamstring. When you're ready, slowly bend the right knee. Coming up into a restorative back bend, we'll use our pillow. There's a few different ways to use the pillow depending on what size or shape your pillow is. If it's long and you're using a bolster, you can set it up right at the base of your spine and lay your spine in parallel or your spine right over the bolster or the pillow. If your pillow is not this shape, you can take the pillow right underneath your upper spine because you want to have this back bend in your upper spine. Our lumbar spine, our lower back doesn't really bend, and we want to open up the upper back here. So if we're using a smaller pillow, you can lay it over the upper spine. You can let your throat open up. You can release the arms up overhead or maybe out to your sides if you have space. If this still doesn't feel right and you need support for your head, you can definitely grab another pillow if your pillow is not supporting your head. So it's really just individual and it depends on what kind of pillow you're using. But find a position where you're opening up the upper spine and your head is supported. If you feel like you'd like your head supported, take the arms out wherever they feel natural. You can bring them by your side, palms facing up, or maybe up overhead. And the legs can be in a Supta Baddha Konasana position, like I'm doing here with the bottoms of the feet together, knees out wide. Or you can take constructive rest with the knees together and the feet towards the outer edges of the mat. It's a little bit easier on the lower back, so that's the variation that I'm going to be taking. And it might take a few minutes just to fiddle around, finding where you feel supported, where you feel an opening. If the pillow isn't serving you, you can also get rid of it and take a regular Shavasana, just with the body laying on the floor. But here, let your breath start to settle. Let your body sink into the support on the pillow or the floor. Letting the world just fall away. Soaking in the essence of your being in this moment. Every time we come to the mat, we practice this art of acceptance. being present with whatever our life is giving us in this moment. And we practice a state of gratitude. Here, filling up with a sense of gratitude, as if it was a warm light beginning at the center of your chest, in your heart center. Feel this light, this gratitude flushing through the body, flooding through the chest, into the arms, filling your whole body with light, with gratefulness. Let this energy flood through the rest of your body, into your legs, to your feet. All of your awareness and cultivating a sense of gratitude through the body. A visceral sense of gratitude, of awareness, of presence for all of the blessings in our lives. Whenever the mind wanders, just coming back to a sense of gratitude. Of peace. Every cell in your body filling with joy and thankfulness for this body, this breath, this practice. Feeling at home in your body. If you'd like to stay here and soak in this moment, I definitely invite you to. If you're ready to move on, stretching arms up overhead, gently bringing movement back into the body. Really slowly, mindfully, keeping the eyes closed. Rocking over to one side, carefully removing the bolster, coming into a seat, and pausing in a seat just for a moment. Feel the breath. Connect back to the space around you. And decide here how, when you open your eyes, deciding what kind of energy you're carrying with you throughout the rest of your day, who you're being. Place one palm over your heart and then the other hand over, sealing this gratitude into your body, healing energy, carrying it with you for the rest of your day. When you're ready, gently blinking the eyes open.